Hi students, here is Sustri Priyadarshini, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering at Bose Cuttack. For the next 30 minutes you all will be with me on the last chapter of your subject, that is Industrial Engineering and Quality Control. Those chapters may have been completed in the lockdown period, but unfortunately it could not happen. And in the previous class I have already taught you about the last chapter, and some portion I have covered, that is total quality management and just-in-time manufacturing, and the remaining parts we will cover in this class. So be attentive in my class. Let's start the class. In this class we will cover the remaining chapters of your remaining parts of your last chapter, that is Six Sigma, ISO 9000, 7S and lean manufacturing. Those are most important parts, but already I have taught you about the total quality management and previously, and just-in-time manufacturing. Those are most important. I have already told you about everything about why we require the total quality management and what will happen if you will implement that TQM and JIT in our plants, in our organization or in our industries. Today we will study about some more techniques in this class. Let's start. First one is we will discuss about the Six Sigma, and what is Six Sigma and why we will need this technique and from where it has been originated. First, it is a set of technique and tools for process improvement. Yes, I have already told you about the quality management, and today and in that quality management I have already told you about the process improvement, because in every field or in every level in the organization we need some improvement in the processes. We cannot stick one on the same process that we are doing. We need improvement, and this technique is for the process improvement, and it has been first developed or originated by an engineer, Bill Smith, while he was working in Motorola company in 1986. And this is a very important technique, because in this technique always aims towards the identification of defects that I have mentioned here, identifying and removing the cause of the defects. So in our day-to-day life, जेतेबेले आमर आमे गोटे एनीथिंग आमे करूचे, जेतेबेले गोटे प्रॉब्लम टे आइडेंटिफाई आमे न होबो, सेतेबेले आमे केबे भी ताकू रिमूव करि परिबानी. सो सिमिलरली इन एनी प्रोडक्ट और एनी प्रोसेस, जदि आमर डिफेक्टिव प्रोडक्ट्स अधिक आसुची इन वन प्रोसेस, एंड दोज डिफेक्टिव प्रोडक्ट्स आर अल्टीमेटली गोइंग टू बी रिजेक्टेड, एंड at that point we need to identify why the number of defective products are more. So जेतेबेले आमे आइडेंटिफाई कर देबा प्रॉब्लम को, we will try to remove those problems, and we will try to find out the cause of that problem, from where the defect is occurring. Then only we can improve the accuracy level, and it has been seen that in this, by implementing this Six Sigma, the accuracy level will improve like 99.9998%, and that means it will decrease the defect level by many things. And in statistics, from the statistics we can tell you that in 1 million product there is only 3.4 defective products will be there. Okay. Next slide we will discuss about the basic concepts of Sigma. Yes, you all are engineering students, and in your career you have studied about Sigma. I need not tell you anything more things about the Sigma, because you have already studied about this. Sigma is the measure of variation, and here it is a statistical measure unit which displays the process capability, and it is measured, its value is expressed by defect per unit. That means what is this Sigma and why this is called as Six Sigma? Why not 5, why not 4, why not 7, like this? Why this is called as Six Sigma? Because this is a technique, and in the normal curve, I will tell you in the later, in the normal curve, when we will see from the mean value, the sigma value is increasing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, like this. And when we are talking about the Six Sigma, that means when the sigma value is increasing like this, when the sigma value is increasing and the number of defects will be decreased. That means the process which is having lesser defects is having the higher sigma value. So more the sigma value will occur, the more decrease in quality cost. Definitely the company or the industry is spending so much money for the quality improvement, and if the number of defects will be decreased, that means if the sigma value will improve and the number of defective products will be decreased, then only the quality will improve and quality cost will decrease. That's why we need more sigma value, and those companies which are implementing this Six Sigma technique, they will definitely get the best result. They will definitely get more non-defective products and more profit. They will definitely gain more profit. Okay, let's discuss about the process. It's the most important part of this Six Sigma, and today in the process part we'll describe about the technique that is called as DMAIC. DMAIC. It's most important. You need to understand very carefully, and you can if you will understand, you can write it in your exam. So I will elaborate you every term, that is the define, measure, analyze, improve and control part. So first one I will tell you about define part, and I will tell you one example. Suppose in a workshop or in an industry there is a lathe machine. You all know about lathe machine, and lathe machine रे हमर different process होउची and product भी कौन कराउची generate कराउची. Then जेतबेले हमर product धर suppose 100 टा product गोटे दिन रे हमर production कराहला, and among the 1000 products लास्ट को देखा जे 100 टा प्रोडक्ट हमारे डिफेक्टिव है and those 100 products ultimately will get rejected. Okay, then कौन है ना, then company will definitely be worried about the defects, why there is more number of defective products, and that problem, that defect, that is a definitely problem, and that should be defined why this problem occurs. And obviously if one number of defective product will go to the customer, that will decrease the reputation of the customer, and accordingly the customer demand will improve, and accordingly according to the customer requirements the problem should be defined. Definition or defined is most important. Okay, then next is measure. Measurement is also most necessary, because तमे जेतबेले गोटे problem को define करछो, you need to quantify that, you need to measure in the production factory or in the organization or in the plant. When some problem is arising, that should be measured or that should be quantified. All will come to the management and they will tell the yes, this is our problem, but they should analyze or they should measure the problem is a big problem, whether it is a big problem or a small problem, it should be solved or should not be. Okay, that is the measurement part, and they should measure the process and defects arising in the product due to the process, and they should find out the reason. That is the measurement part. And then coming to the analyze part. Analyze part is the most important. Whenever you will face some problem, you will definitely analyze that thing, from where the problem has come and what I have to do, what I should do to overcome that problem. That is the analyze part. And when the employees in the company will analyze that problem, they will definitely get a particular solution that will lead to a particular solution, and that means that will lead to some improvement part. And that is the analyze part. In the analyze part, they will analyze the process to determine the most likely causes of the defects, and they will more analyze the process, and they will find out the cause of the defects, and ultimately they will definitely find out the solution to the process, solution to the defect. And I was telling you about the lathe machine, and when they will find out the cause of the defect, they will definitely find a solution to that problem. And then coming to improvement part, and in that improvement part, what will happen, the company will definitely implement some new techniques or new tools for the improvement of that process. Process improvement is necessary because they have understood that this problem is a big problem, and if we will implement new techniques or new tools, then that will reduce the number of defective products. And similarly, if they will implement a CNC machine, CNC turning machine, and that will give more accurate products or more non-defective products, then only the number of defective products will be decreased, and also other costs like labor cost and different saving in time will occur. Then coming to control part, it's also most important. When the improvement part occurred, that means when the company have implemented the CNC machine in their factory or in their plants, they have to maintain that. They have to maintain to increase the profitability, to increase the productivity. They have to give more number of trainings to their employees, so that they can maintain their machine or maintain their process, and it will give the product or it will give the result in long term basis. That is the regarding the process of Six Sigma DMAC. I hope कि तमने बुझी पारल process every step, that is define, measure, analyze, improve and control, and you can write. Then this is the diagram of process of DMAC. I have mentioned here, this is the define part, define the problem, this is the measure, quantify the problem, and this is the analyze, identify the cause of the problem, and this is the improve, implement and verify the solution. Yes, verification is necessary. And this is the control, maintain the solution. That means the solution or the new implementation should be maintained. And last one is control. That is the most important part. That means the solution or that implementation of new techniques should be controlled and should be maintained. The solution should be maintained in proper way, so that it will improve the profitability of the product in long term basis. I hope every steps तमने भलसे बुझी पारथिबो. Then coming to Six Sigma DMAC process. These are the more number of things, you can read it from the slide. And process steps versus output. We'll discuss about the output in individual process. That means in defined part, the output is process understanding is there, customer requirements satisfied, defined opportunities there, and likely benefits also there, and possible contributors will improve. Then in the measure part, current performance and sources of variability will be measured, and in the analyze part, the key variables will be analyzed, and in the improve part, the output will be the solution is implemented and that is predicted and tested results will be there. And control part, the key variables controlled and training plan will be there. I have already told you in the control part, when we are discussing about the maintaining the solution, then we should improve the number of trainings, and that should be proper training planning should be there. And coming to the normal curve, I think तमने sigma विषय already पढ़ीच in the POT chapter रे, POT and CPM chapter रे, you have already studied about the standard deviation and about the normal curve also. So तुम बुझी पारथिबो normal curve. And here this is the mean value or average value, and in the both side of the mean value there is 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma, 4 sigma, 5 sigma and 6 sigma is there. That means when the sigma value is increasing, the defects, number of defective products or number of defects, that is decreasing. And from the data it is shown that the 68% of data points will fall in between the 1 sigma, 1 standard deviation, that means in between this, and 95% of the observations will fall in between the 2 sigma, that means 2 minus 2 to 2. Then 99.73% of data points will fall within the 3 sigma, and 99.9937% of the data point will fall within the 4 sigma, and 99.99994% of the data point will fall within the 5 standard deviation, and finally the 99.99998% of the data points will fall within the 6 standard deviation. That means it is giving the highest value of accuracy and the least number of defects. That's why it should be implemented in the plant to improve the product profitability and to give the best product to the customers and to decrease the number of defective products. Then coming to process capability, that is the only normal curve you'll understand from this slide. Then these companies have already implemented these Six Sigma techniques, that is John Deere and these other companies. Motorola have been already fast in Motorola company it was originated, and later on these companies have already implemented in their companies. Then coming to ISO 9000, this is the also another important part of this quality improvement. And why we will need this ISO 9000 and what does this mean? ISO, that means you all know about this. This is a trademark. It is called as Indian Standard Organization, International Standard Organization, and it's an international trademark. And why it is needed? This series of standard, it is a combination of series. It's not a particular standard. It's a combination of series of standards, and that define, establish, and maintain an effective quality assurance system for manufacturing and service industries. And what does this mean? That means any product that is coming from the, suppose one industry is there, one bearing company is there, and say company ta bearing produce karuchi, and haphazardly say kahi paribani ki ha yes I am producing the bearing and I will sell it to the customers. No, that needs some quality assurance, that needs some approval, and that needs some trade. And जदि हम स्टैंडर्ड इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कहबा एंड आम कंट्री कथा कहबा, आवर कंट्री इज आल्सो हैविंग सम स्टैंडर्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एंड आल्सो इट इज द इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को डेफिनेटली फॉलो करूची, बिकॉज इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज सम स्पेसिफिक गाइडलाइंस, and every country in the world has their standard organization, and they have also their guidelines, and that should be common, that those guidelines should be common. And international standard organization is a common standard guideline that every country should follow, so that they can maintain or they can set a level in their competitive market or in the international market. And coming to the objective, yes, why it is needed to facilitate the international trade of goods and services, to obtain the competitiveness by obtaining the required quality in a cost effective way, and by promoting a total quality control system. These are the objectives that ISO 9000 needs. And quality management principles, that these principles I have already discussed in the total quality management, you have already understood. Then coming to the ISO 9000 series, so there are two types of international standard organization. One is ISO 9000 and ISO 14000 series, and this ISO 9000 series is for the quality of the products, and second one is ISO 14000 series is for the environmental effects, because every company or every industry has some environmental impacts or has some particular level of polluting our environment, and they should follow some guidelines. And coming to the ISO 9000 series, first one is 9001. This is for this series defines that this is the model for quality design, development, production, installment and service. And coming to 9002, this model for quality production and installment of manufacturing system. And coming to 9003, this is for quality assurance in the final inspection and testing. And 9004, this guidelines for the application of standards in quality management and quality systems. These series are the guidelines by the ISO 9000. And what are the advantages? Yes, definitely quality is maintained, and ISO registration has a significant bearing on the market also, and opportunity to compete with the larger companies, that means international scope is there, and more time spent on customer focus, and confirmation that your company is committed quality. That means when there is a trademark, definitely that product is defining that that is having some quality. When you are using some water bottle, you always see that there is a trademark or not. If there is a trademark, that means that is giving the good quality of water and तुमने यूज कर परिबो सेटा. that सेटा होची हमरो proper advantage होची हमरो ISO यूज करिवार. So confirmation that your company is committed to quality and may facilitate trade or increased market opportunities will be there, and can increase the customer confidence and satisfaction. Customer satisfaction will be definitely there, because आमने भी जिते product buy करचो कि use करचो. Suppose I am purchasing a gold, definitely देखिए कि hallmark is there or not. If hallmark is there, then definitely it's a good quality gold. So customer satisfaction will be always there if there will be a trademark. Then coming to the ISO 14000, I have already told you this is for the environmental effects and international standard operating to the environmental issues, and it is designed to reduce the environmental effects from all aspects of business activities. Yes, that should be some limit, because the industries or the companies or plants they will tend to pollute the environment very fastly. And if there will be some proper guideline, then there will not be a proper some guideline, they will pollute the air pollution will be there, water pollution will be there, noise pollution will be there. So that should be some label, there should be some proper guidelines. And these are the ISO 14000 series the company or industry should follow. And in these series there is different guidelines are there. Suppose ISO 14005 guideline for a flexible approach, 14007 determines the environmental cost, and 14010 environmental auditing, 14020 environmental leveling will be there, and 14031 environmental performance evaluation will be there. Then 14040 life cycle assessment, and 14064 greenhouse gas accounting and verification will be there. These things you need to study and remember. तमने को गुड़ा सब भल से मन रखियार अच्छे, because there is no other way. Then environmental policies, these companies have already implemented. And coming to advantage, better regulation to environmental effects is there, and better use of resources is there, higher quality goods and service also there, increased level of safety is there, improved image and improved profit, increased profit. Then coming to 7S, it's also a technique, or it's a tool that will ensure the company that all the processes are going on in a aligned way, in a perfect way. And what are the 7S? Structure, strategy, system, skills, staff, style and shared value. And these four, these are the soft S, these are called as soft S, and these three are called as hard S, because this is the structural part and these are the soft skill parts. And that should be, companies should focus on these 7S, so that they will assure that the company is going on a perfect way. All the processes are occurring in a perfect way. And these are the assignments. And you need to study at home. तमने भल से पढ़ो, टेक्स्ट बुक भी पढ़ो, एंड ए वीडियो लेक्चर देख भल से बुझी पारिबो. एंड ऑल्सो तमे असाइनमेंट गुड़ा को निजे करो, प्रैक्टिस करो, एंड सेंड द असाइनमेंट इन आवर व्हाट्सएप नंबर. दो इट्स द ओनली वे ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, there is no other way. And you can, for any queries or for any doubts, you can contact in our WhatsApp number, and you can do these assignments and also send it in our WhatsApp number. We will check.